Hello, this is Sarah and welcome to today's video. We're going to be discussing the energy forecast for the next 6 months for Dragon natives. Currently, Dragon is finishing up their 12-year cycle, and this can look a lot like decluttering, throwing things out, planning what you're going to do next, and maybe even restructuring your goals and your plans for the future. A lot is happening for Dragon natives in 2023, so let's dive in. You're probably a dragon if you were born in 1928, 1940, 1952, 1964, 1976, 1988, 2000, or 2010. The next dragon year will be in 2024. So what can the dragon expect in 2023? Well, this will be a year of healing, empowered romance, and success on many levels. The water rabbit is very compatible with the dragon, so we're going to see that this is going to be a year of growth. Your finances will improve and long-term relationships will either move forward or, let's say by May or June, begin to fade away. But either way, the time for disharmony is over. After June, the dragon will have a 4-year period of active, present, focused romance. Your ideas, beliefs, and emotional connections to romance, relationships, passion, all of that will change because what has happened in the past will no longer define you. So this is, of course, my take on the astrology and the energy, and because of that, it may not resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, just pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. For Dragons Month 1, which will be January the 22nd of 2023 to February the 19th of 2023. The first lunar month of 2023 is a relatively smooth one for Dragon natives. As your career moves forward steadily, we saw it picking up the end of November, and it was steadily growing in December, and that continues on in January and throughout the first lunar month. Employed dragons are likely to see significant improvements this month, with opportunities for career advancement as your supervisor and higher ups recognize your hard work. There will be more responsibilities and more pressure at work, though. It is advised that you share what's happening at work with your partner or your significant other and talk through what you're trying to manifest, what you're trying to achieve, so that there isn't any disharmony in your relationship. For single dragons, you have admirers hanging around you and trying to grab your attention, but you're busy and not paying any mind to them, and because of this, a possible romance may pass you by, but that's okay. The real time for romance blossoming will be in June. If you don't have time to commit to it this month, romance will come back around for you. At home, you may have to deal with a water leak in the bathroom, and it's important that you address it quickly as it signifies money leaking out. So this is a month where you're moving forward, but you're working a lot, you're putting in a lot of attention and time at work. This is paying off, and you're starting to see financial rewards, financial gains at work, as well as perhaps a promotion or at least an increase in your status. But with all of this comes yet more responsibility. For self-employed dragons, we see the same thing. Basically, your services, your products are selling and you are being rewarded. This is not the month where sales go crazy, but it is a steady increase. But unfortunately, it's not the level of success that you're shooting for. Not yet. Keep working though, keep moving forward, and very soon you will rise up to that level of success that you know that you're destined for. It will continue to advance over the course of the year. Pensioned or retired Dragon natives can expect a little bit of extra money, maybe the end of last year or the very beginning of the water rabbit year. So a little bit of extra money coming in, but more like a one-time, one-off windfall, not something that's going to be consistent. Buy what you need, of course, but save as much as you can too. For Dragons Month 2 horoscope, which will be February the 20th through March 21st of 2023, travel, romance, pretty much everything takes a backseat this month to your career. But that's okay, Dragon, because this is going to be a very lucky month for you financially, especially for those of you who work hard in business. Self-employed Dragon natives can expect to sell a lot of their product or services this year, and beginning this month, you'll receive a huge one-off order out of the blue that brings in a lot of revenue. There is also an opportunity around you for something that you don't sell or you don't create, something that also comes out of the blue, a collaboration working with someone that you recently met or someone you haven't really met but you know online, who will offer you something that is just almost too good to be true. Of course, check it out, read the fine print before you sign up, but overall this looks legit and it looks like it's going to be a game changer, Dragon. And you can expand your work team and also expand your business. Set realistic goals and have a 12-month plan developed. Take care that you don't overwork yourself or else you may fall ill. There will be lots of stress, but there will be lots of rewards. This is also a very creative time for artistic dragons where you're going to produce lots of new things, going to be intrigued about a lot of things happening around you, and that's going to spark your creativity. So you're going to expand things you offer, things that you do. Maybe you're going to learn a new medium or something like that. So it's going to be a very exciting time for you as well. Salaried or employed dragons working for a company or a firm, it's likely that you will see your job responsibilities expand. Hopefully you received that raise last month. We see you taking on new responsibilities, new projects, perhaps even training others because you are moving into more of a leadership position. It's really important that dragons practice self-care this month. Make sure that they have time alone and time with family. Overall, very good month. Try to save some of this money and also be careful with your investments. This will be a very volatile year for investing, from crypto to the stock market, so don't invest anything you aren't prepared to lose. You could score very big this year, but you could also lose everything. So play it safe, Dragon. In 2023, we have an extra lunar month, and it is from March the 22nd through April the 19th. And it occurs because we have a Chinese leap year. It's called Leap February, or the second month. And it's really a good thing for you, Dragon, because it's going to extend your luck out for another 28 days. So we see in this extra month, your work responsibilities and projects will be finished step by step without any obstacles. You just have to make sure that you are getting enough rest so that you can follow through on the projects. In addition to your monthly salary this month, it's possible for you to earn a little extra from stocks or other investments. This is not a big windfall, but a little bit of extra pocket money. For single Dragon natives, this is a month to pursue your love interest and speak out, confess, let that person know that you are interested or that your feelings have blossomed. There is a great possibility for you to also meet someone new and start dating if you haven't met someone already. The only warning for this month is physically, you're tired, you've been working really hard, and if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't eat right and get enough sleep, you could fall ill. Nothing serious. We're talking about a cold, sinus infection, something like that. It will be an inconvenience and it will definitely slow down your work production. So think about that. Make sure that you practice self-care, eat right, get enough exercise, get enough sleep, and up that water, Dragon, and you'll be fine. There is also the possibility of some local travel. And by local, I mean you're probably not going to go over 100 miles from your home, but still you can go out with your family, have some fun, do some sightseeing, play tourist, and actually just take a break from things. And I think this will do you good. This is just a wonderful month. For April the 20th through May the 18th of 2023, we see your momentum is slowing down, things start to settle down and slow down for you at this time. You're not as busy at work, you're not as busy with your social life or with family obligations. This is a much slower, kinder month. So if you're suffering from burnout, stress, or overwhelm, this is a time for rest and relaxation. This is also a good time to go on vacation. So if you don't rest and recoup your energy, you're likely to be angry, irritable, upset, snapping at your friends, snapping at your family, your coworkers during this time. So it's really important that you take time to relax and have some fun. If your work situation will not allow you time off to rest or for a little bit of travel or fun, then you could seriously be thinking about changing jobs, careers, or even just outright quitting, which, it's not wise to do that. You need to have something else lined up first. It's important to manage your stress levels this month, not just for your work or your home life, but also for your health. Relationships could also become problematic this month because you are distracted and you are tired. Be mindful of what you say and how you say it to your partner or your significant other. So we see the big themes for this month are work, stress, and overwhelm. So it's really important that you slow down, take your cues from nature, and relax. The good news is next month will be much better. May 19th through June 17th, 2023, we see Dragon natives that didn't make changes the previous month experiencing more stress and more resentment at work. You are getting angry and frustrated by the amount of responsibilities dumped on you. Even though the pay is good, it's not worth it. It's not worth it because it's eating up all your free time, all your mental capacities too. You're worrying and thinking about work when you're not there. So it's time to make some changes. It's time to set some boundaries, and it's time to talk to your supervisor. For self-employed dragons, it's time to get real about how much time you're really ready to invest into your business. You need to be able to have people that you can count on so that you can take days away, you can step away and not constantly be connected to work. So this is the month where you get real on that, or you just get fed up and you say, screw it, and you quit everything. And we know that's really not the right way to go. Dragon generally has a very good work ethic, but you're feeling very stressed and very taken advantage of at work. So you're done. You're pretty much done with all of it. So I think this is going to be that month where if you haven't slowed down, if you haven't rested, if you haven't taken any time off, you are definitely going to be at burnout, and you're likely to do something rash. And you're probably fighting with your spouse, fighting with your friends, your family, because you're just irritable, you're angry, you're tired, you're not getting enough sleep. So hopefully you're watching this in advance and you can immediately put in boundaries, schedule downtime, and do things to stop this from happening. Yeah? Even younger dragons still in school, whether it be college or primary school, may find that they too are overwhelmed because they have taken on extracurricular activities, they've volunteered to work or involved in other things, and it's just way too much. And maybe it's something where you feel like you can't quit. It may be a sports team or something like that, where you think you must continue on, you must be committed to it. But it's very likely that if you stay overwhelmed like this by doing too much, your grades will soon start to falter, you'll start fighting with your family and your friends, and then you'll eventually end up being sick as well. So it's time to be real about that and schedule downtime and not be busy all the time. Talk things out with your family and your friends and let them know that you're not feeling well, you're tired, and you're not happy with the situation. And for self-employed gig workers or people that own their own business, we see the same thing happening. You are inundated with work and it's wonderful, it's great, the money's finally coming in, but the money is not equaling the amount of stress and responsibility that you have, and it doesn't look like it's going to. So this is one of those situations where you need to get real on how much you need to live and set some clear boundaries. So this is a big lesson on work-life balance for Dragon natives. So if we look at the June 18th through July 17th Dragon forecast, we see that last month's dramatic energy caused some changes, and with those changes we see now you're back in balance, or at least you're getting closer to being balanced, and you're moving forward now in a much better direction, especially regarding your career, how much you're ready to give, what you want to manifest, what you want to build with your work, and this is changing everything. It's almost like you have a new lease on life. The old projects have been completed and you're no longer on the hook for that, so you're feeling much better. You're able to embrace this new role of being a leader and welcome the abundance that comes with it. So in May or so, you probably met someone who was very interesting, but you didn't really have much of a chance to do anything but maybe exchange numbers, and maybe you didn't even do that. This person is likely to pop back up this month, and if they do, make sure that you have enough time in your schedule to connect with them. This could be a very important meeting, not just romantically. This is someone that could help you with your career, and this is someone also who could spark creative ideas, and they may also hold important information about the next step in your career path or the next step in your life. So overall, this is not a chance meeting. This is more destiny happening, so make sure that you have time to engage with them. There's a lot happening behind the scenes that we're going to see come forward in the Dragon year. Dragon specifically is building the foundation for these changes. You started last year deciding what you wanted to do, and now you've committed to it in the year of the rabbit, and you're building. And you also committed to making some tough decisions, and this included perhaps even moving or ending relationships. So all of those changes will impact the next 10 years of your life. There are so many possibilities for you, Dragon, that it's easy to get carried away. It's time to also be realistic in the year of the rabbit. This is a very very hopeful year. So the lessons will be here and there will be challenges, yes, but they're going to be much easier than they've been over the course of the last 5 years or so. Overall, a much better month. This is the time when you get clear on what you really want, and also the relationships either are much better or they've faded away. Single dragons are possibly talking to someone new, starting a new relationship, and are very hopeful. Young dragon natives are getting along better with their parents and getting along better in school as well. Overall, this has been a good 6 months, very good financially, not so good with your love life because you haven't really had time, single dragons, to pursue anyone. And partnered dragons, you've just, rarely seen your spouse because you've just been too busy working. But now we see the second half of the year, things are going to slow down in that area and you're going to have some fun and you're going to have some adventures and things are going to be much better. But you'll have to tune in for that video. Okay, overall, dragon, your tenacity and willpower will lead you far this year and help you move forward in the year of the rabbit. So keep your eye on the prize and make sure that you make time for self-care. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. If you liked it, let me know in the comments section and be sure and stay tuned for more videos. I'll speak to you soon. Reiki blessings.